Now notice that EQs can be built in to a mixer channel or a guitar amp and so on, or they can be standalone units that can be inserted into a signal chain. Let's look at the different ways of routing any EQ. Okay, I'm over in Pro Tools, and if you're not particularly familiar with Pro Tools, don't really worry about it. All I'm really going to show you here is how you can route EQs across channels, subgroups, and the master bus. And it would go like this. So for example, this is my lead vocal right here. What I've done is the background vocals here, and I have 6 background vocals. Instead of sending them straight out to the master, I've sent them out to bus 1 and 2, which feeds this subgroup right here. And all that means is that if I was to play this, I can ride the entire so all of the background vocals can be ridden by this subgroup right here. So you could either move all of these up and down, or you can move it over here. But even better than that, if you're using subgroups, and you can do this on any DAW or hardware mixer for that instance as well. What you would do is just assign all of these over to a subgroup, and then you could put an EQ on this subgroup. So there's basically 3 places you could do it. You could come over here to your first background vocal, and this is how you do it in Pro Tools, that you do it in a pretty similar way. Basically, on any other DAW you have. So this EQ is placed on just this vocal. So you could do that, or you could go over here to your subgroup. Remember I said all of these background vocals are coming over here. You could insert it across here. And now guess what you'd be doing? You'd be EQing the entire sum of all of those background vocals as well right there. Then you could take it even further than that and then go to your master bus here and do basically the same thing. Go across and do a 7-band EQ on that. Now, what would you be EQing? You'd be EQing everything. So this one over here, you would just be EQing this particular track. If you selected this one over here, then you'd be EQing just all of the things within that subgroup, which in that instance was background vocal.